Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm looking rough because I'm filming this intro late at night after I've filmed the rest of this video, but I wanted to quickly talk to you guys about priorities and what this video is all about when I'm actually awake and not super tired like I was this morning. Are your actions lining up with what you say you care about? And for a while, mine were not, and I found myself really just like pursuing whatever was interesting me at the moment, and I wasn't getting done the things that were most important to me. So I set up this system, and I will show you guys how I have it set up. I just had to reprioritize and think about what are the 5 main things that are most important to me, and what can I do to make sure that I'm spending at least a little bit of time each day on each of those things. So for me, I grouped my priorities into 5 categories. You could have 3. I really wouldn't recommend more than 5. I think it could get a little overwhelming at that point, but maybe you could have 6 or 7. God and church, family and friends. Well, the third is my physical well-being and my health and just how I feel about myself, how I look, that kind of thing. Teaching and pursuing my career and the things that I want to accomplish and do with my life. And then the last is content creation and financial freedom. And I kind of grouped those 2 together because you guys know that I make Finance Friday videos. So they kind of go all together. And the content that I make also includes Teachers Pay Teachers and Society 6 stuff. So that goes into making money, hence the financial freedom. And now I'm going to show you how I set them up in my phone. I literally just made a list of all of the resources that I like best for each of those, and I use those resources to motivate me every day, and I kind of rotate through them. Anything that doesn't fit into my priorities is an interest, and I have a lot of interests, and that's why this setup has worked much better for me than any kind of priority setup that I've had before, because I know what's most important and I focus on that, and then if I have extra time, I get to do whatever the interest of the day is. And then the most important part is I do this for 6 days a week, and then on Sundays, which I may switch to Saturdays, but on Sundays I can do whatever I want. So I will go ahead and show you that list. Second, I do my Bible reading and Proverbs reading, and then I read in my devotional, then do the resource, then if there's anything that I have to do for church, I do that, and then I move on to my family and friends category, which is usually a podcast or a video, and then I use that for inspiration for whatever I need to do, and I typically will take that, and after that, do some sort of cleaning or organizing, take my vitamins, get dressed, eat, that kind of thing, and then exercise. I do anything that I need to do for work or pursuing my goals. Most of those you will see are teaching related, and that is because that is my priority with work right now. And then the last thing is content creation and financial freedom. So that's when I will do any kind of YouTube work or paying bills or anything like that. So that is how that's organized. Now you guys are going to see what I did today. Okay, good morning guys. So this is the real look right now. I tried to fix my hair and it looks worse, but anyway, so I wanted to show you guys what this looks like in my life. So today I just started the day by reading. So this is what is working for me right now. Now there have been times that I've read and done more. There have been times that I've read and done less, but what's working for me right now is I am reading 1 chapter of a book in the Bible that I've chosen. I just finished Psalms a couple days ago, and I've moved on to reading 1 chapter a day in Judges. And then I also read the Proverbs of the day and read from a devotional, which right now I don't have it with me, but I am reading in The Explicit Gospel by Matt Chandler, and it's been really good, and I literally just read a section of a chapter a day. I move on to whatever the message or podcast is for that day. Today was a Liberty University convocation, and it was really good. It was won by with Jackie Hill Perry, and I had never heard from her before, but that was really, really good. I'm going to eat and listen to my family and friends focused podcast, which I'm going to go listen to the next podcast of Girls Night with Stephanie Mae Wilson. She does a lot of talking about relationships and just living life well with your friends and your family, and I love that. So I'm going to go listen to her podcast. And I think this one is about how to be a leader in women's ministry, which I am not currently, but I have thought about starting up a small group again. So this should be interesting. I'm going to go listen to it while I eat breakfast. Okay guys, so as you can see, I'm in my car already. I finished listening to Girls Night with Stephanie Mae Wilson podcast. It was like an hour and 20-minute podcast that took me about 2.5 hours to listen to because I kept getting interrupted, and that is just kind of my life, but that is why I set up these priorities, so when I do get interrupted, I just continue on with what I was working on, and I don't feel quite so out of sorts is the best term I can think to describe it. But it was a really good podcast. It actually was not as much about women's ministry as it was about leadership in general, which I appreciate because I'm not really a women's ministry kind of person. So one of my college requirements was an evangelism class, but the section I ended up in was like all girls, and it was really focused on women's ministry. And that is just not what I am really passionate about. I'm more about, the family as a whole and kids and stuff like that. So anyway, that has nothing to do with this, but it was a really good podcast about like leadership in general. And I appreciated that. The next thing that I have to do is my workout rotation, which the next workout is another session of Chloe Ting's 14-day weight loss shred or something like that. So I'm doing that 14 times. This will be my third rotation. I basically do, you guys probably saw, I do Blogilates, Chloe Ting, my Watch Later, and Yoga with Adriene, and I just rotate through those. Today is Chloe Ting, and I didn't get it done yesterday, so I definitely have to do it today. After that, I need to take my vitamins, and then I will do my career-focused rotation. Hopefully I will get this video up today because it's Tuesday and it's supposed to go up today. I have got to get it made and edited. Hopefully I can do that tonight. We shall see. I've got work, and then hopefully I'll get a little bit done today. We shall see. And hopefully get this video up tonight. Okay, so just getting back from a day of work, I wanted to tell you guys what I did after the last time I talked to you. So the first thing that I did was I watched a kind of homeschool activity related video, and that one was kind of talking about changing routine if it's not working, and that it's okay to change things. And I kind of do lesson plans, activities for the little girl that I watch, and trying to figure out a routine that works well for the afternoons since she started preschool. So just that was kind of right up my alley, trying to figure out what works and what doesn't, and just being okay with changing things around if it needs to be changed. Then I watched the latest video from the Financial Freedom Diary, and she was paying off one of her student loans, and so that was fun and inspiring to watch. And then that reminded me that I needed to make a car payment. Well, it wasn't due, but I wanted to put money towards my car from last week. And we will talk more about that on Friday. Then the last thing was I tried doing my Chloe Ting workout. Oh my gosh, I forgot my vitamins. Forgot to take my vitamins. Did about half of the workout, but since I was trying to do it on hardwood floor, it was not going well, so I just stopped. It's just not the kind of workout you want to do on hardwood floor because you're planking a lot and it really hurts. But I tried to do some of that. I did 7 minutes of a workout, so that was good, right? Today was kind of a fail with my priorities, but I kind of like that it was a fail because you could see that even though today was a disaster at getting stuff done, I still did everything that are in my top 5 priorities. I didn't get any time for reading, which is my interest, so that will carry over until tomorrow because I haven't done it yet, or I haven't had time to do any kind of extra reading yet. So maybe tomorrow is the day that I'll get to do that, but I don't know. But that being said, that's how my priorities worked out, and I like doing it this way because, as you can see, I rotate through, I finish what I can when I can, even if it takes all day. At least I know I got those 5 things done, or mostly done. I still need to take my vitamins, though, so I'm gonna have to do that, but yeah, this has just helped me a lot because I know I spent time with God, spent time on friends and family, I spent time on myself, I worked towards my career goals, and I worked on financial freedom and content creation. So I've done all those 5 things that are most important to me. It's not always perfect, but it really helps a lot. So I am very much enjoying this routine, and I hope that the way that I've explained it can kind of inspire you to sit down and think about what your 5 main priorities are and what you need to do, what kind of videos you need to watch, podcasts you need to listen to, books you need to read, people you need to talk to, whatever you need to do to make those 5 things happen. It's totally worth it. And I love the rotation system, so I highly recommend. But on that note, I will talk to you guys on Friday with our next Finance Friday update. All right, bye guys.